Okay, so we've noticed a little problem with the 240SX's battery. It has started to leak. So Duralast toughest battery, failure. Okay, so right over here, we can see some corroding and some like corrosion and battery acid that has leaked onto the frame because this battery right here has popped. And so if you look right here, see all that stuff on the ground that looks like crystal meth? Yeah, that's battery acid. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take the battery out, put it in a trash bag, and we're taking this hammer right here, and we're just gonna take it on places where there's acid and just bang it. And see it there, all that falling off. Just bang that, and it's all coming down. You don't want to get this in your eyes or your or any part of your body, so that's why we're wearing tons of safety equipment. And we just sort of bang it like this. Don't bang it too hard that you damage the frame. But right here you can see some of the damage. That's really flimsy. And so you can see this is all the stuff. Okay, so we got two favorite products here, WD-40 and PB Blaster. Basically what this is going to do is just going to take it all off. You don't want to use a straw, you want a nice wide spray. Just spray all that. Give it a few bangs so any of that stuff that loosened up comes off. Then we're going to take a little more of it, spray it on top. Then we're going to take a little bit of PB Blaster and just really coat that on there because that's going to take it off. And then after this, you're going to want to spray it off. Okay, so another thing that works really good, kind of a match too, is starter fluid. So it really actually takes all this stuff off. So you just want to, don't go crazy with this because this is flammable. Like I said before, we're going to wash it off. And as you can see now, it's looking a lot better from before because we don't have this crystal meth looking stuff on it. Just back that a little more. We still got some stuff up here, so we gotta take some WD-40 up there, some PB Blaster, really give it a lot of that, and a tiny bit of ether. And now we're just gonna take this and bang it. This is like right where the battery sits, so you probably should take the battery out. So we'll do that and we'll come back. So we're taking the battery out now and putting it in. So I'm gonna get a nice shot of underneath the battery. Probably nice and acid corroded.
Oh yes.
And so we'll just put it in this bag here. There we go. We wanna wrap it up nice like that. And that can go in the trash. See in here we got the same situation. Okay, so now we're gonna spray this with WD-40, nice and good. And then we're going to take some PB Blaster. See how it takes all that stuff off?
I'm just going to get this upside down. What's all that smoke from? It's like compressed.
And then we're going to take this. Just going to bang it a little.
Was that all just all roded?
That's all the top paint and metal, but it's been corroded. This is all going to need to be replaced. And yeah. Okay, so now we got water here that doesn't quite reach. We're just spraying all this out right here. Okay, so now we're just gonna spray all this.
Wash off the driveway a little bit too.
And now we're just gonna spray all this off.
Behind them.
Like that.
All right, so I got a new motor, and the people who I'm getting it from, they're on their way to deliver it. But in the meantime, while we're waiting, we're gonna go do some drifting on another vehicle. Waiting for the motor to come. We can start it now. Gotta put our spark plug in here. Oh, hey.
survival of the motor. Right here.
Okay, so it came with a bucket of parts, so that was a score. We got a AC fan here.
We still have no AC condenser though, so it's completely useless.
We got this air filter. We got a fan shield. We have something to do with the air intake.
Take piping.
I'm not quite sure what this is.
I think it's a clutch master cylinder maybe, or the... I have no clue.
We have an air intake here, but we don't need that because we have a cold air intake. We have the throttle cable and all that stuff.
And this is pretty big. I think this is the throttle cable. I'm not exactly sure about that. But one of the issues was that the single cam throttle cable is a lot shorter than the dual cam throttle cable, so you can't really get it to reach. So it's good that we got this. Just makes everything a little bit easier.
Air box here, another thing we don't need. We got some radiator hoses. We got something for the either air conditioning or power steering pump or some sort of pump.
Maybe the clutch. We don't really know.
And we got this piece of electronic, which is yet another thing we don't know. And then we have OEM radiator. So that was a score.
So the idea is that you take a look right here, that with some minor wiring tweaks on the dual cam harness, that we'll be able to get this stuff going into that single cam harness, into the dash and dash connector. I don't know, I was reading on the internet and that's what they said you gotta do. And it seems really complicated and I probably will be able to figure out eventually. Alright, so many people may say, George, why'd you get a K24DE? Why didn't you just keep your current motor? Well, let me answer that question right after that. My motor has a blown head gasket. There's no arguing with that. It's a blown head gasket. You can see the exhaust. It was like, oh, it's terrible. It has a blown head gasket, and I mean, it's not that bad. It's a cheap motor. I mean, 185,000 miles, that's what you would expect from someone. A car that has been taken care of rather poorly over the past few years, as you can see from the state of different parts of the car. So we're obviously not going to want to drive around a motor with a blown head gasket. I thought when I got the car, I'd be able to drive around with a single cam. It would be okay. It wouldn't make that great of power. It would have been reliable. It would have worked. I could have learned to drift. I could have ruined that transmission, that entire engine. It would have been all fine and good with me, noob driver. But apparently it's not going to be it because it is ruined, as in it has, of course, a blown head gasket, and that kind of defeats the purpose. I'm not going to really want to put any more money into that motor, as I know it's not worth anything. Now, I could just go and throw a new head gasket in, but I mean, for the amount of time and money that would go into that, and for the future I see with this motor, I just don't really see it there. So I felt like it would just be the best bet to do some sort of motor swap. So now many people may say, George, you should have gotten an SR20, you should have gotten an RB20, RB25, RB26, should have gotten like a CA18. I don't have enough money to buy that motor, believe it or not. Me and Will's lawn care business, that's how I make most of the money I pay for my car with. We're not making enough money to go out and spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on an SR20 or an RB something or other motor. You may feel that I got the wrong motor, and I do appreciate your opinion, but I'm the one who bought it. I bought it with my money. If you had bought me the motor, if anyone out there on the internet wants to buy me an SR20, feel free, let me know. We can figure something out, get it shipped over here. That would be great. And if you have any thoughts, of course, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and respond as soon as I possibly can. So that's pretty much it. I got a KA24DE, not an SR20, not an RB. 20, 25, 26, nothing like that. It's of course bone stock. Of course, it has a new clutch, which is really nice. New clutch for me to burn right through, and it has a new oil pan. So maybe right now I have a KA motor, dual cam. I feel it's a good motor. I feel that in the future it could be turbocharged. Of course, I can do other modifications, headers, that kind of thing. And I feel that for me it's the best motor for how I want to drive. And I feel that I'd rather have a motor making like 150 horsepower in my car that will work reliably, as opposed to having a blown motor in my car, essentially blown. It's bad. Then having to wait all the way until the summer for me to be able to afford an SR20, and until then I'll be missing all the opportunities where I could have gone drifting, but I couldn't because I didn't have a solid motor. So, originally I thought I was going to do coilovers first, and then, of course, I saw this motor on Craigslist, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want this, because I mean, there's not really any around where we live, any motors, any 240s, so to find this was a score, and I think at the price I got it, and with them delivering it, it seemed pretty good, so yeah. So if you guys want to see this motor swap, and hopefully the eventually turbocharging of it, and blowing up of the entire motor, make sure to stay tuned and subscribe, share with your friends, like the video, leave some comments about some stuff, and let's do that stuff. Goodbye.